Guys, thank you for having me. My name is Praful Morar. I'm the Global Expansion Officer for Nuvei. And I'll be talking a little bit about leveling up the payments processing strategies for Asia via crypto and some of the services that we offer. Just a tiny bit about myself. I've been in the payments industry for 25 years. I've gone through a process of the traditional banking straight onto mail order, telephone order, onto the crypto scenes, and then obviously a variety of other types of services, including alternative payments and so on. So let me talk a little bit about what I'm here to really sort of focus on. I've got four main subjects that I'd like to talk about. Crypto scene within Asia, to give you some size and scale specifically for Asia. Some of the challenges that I think that we will face, but also more importantly, the opportunities that are likely to come through, some of the services that we actually have, and then a few takeaways for you guys to consider and ponder over. This is an interesting slide for me because payments is a global service offering. But when I look at Southeast Asia as a region, payments is generally a very fragmented set of requirements, particularly when you're handling payments which are either cash driven or local to that specific country, or credit cards, debit cards, and alternative payments. And I actually see myself looking at this region where crypto can really play a massive part. Just look at the investment that's actually gone in to Southeast Asia. 600 new names have actually come through. 200 of them are right here in Singapore. The companies that have actually been set up and organized. And then also the investment just up until now in 2022, we've put in excess of like $1 billion of flows going in to this particular area. And why I see crypto booming in Southeast Asia is really, if you step back and look at the demographics, look at the population, look at the age, and look at the access of data through the mobile phones, 4G, 5G, a lot more access is being given to younger audiences who are more prolific and more want to focus onto payments that are new, not the traditional banked, unbanked, or wallets or credit cards. They're really looking for alternative services. And I think this is where Asia will play a very big part in what we will be doing going forward. I really want to then talk about some of the opportunities that I see and challenges I also see in Southeast Asia. I mentioned earlier that Southeast Asia is, from a payments perspective, quite fragmented, unlike if you look at the US or Europe, where they have a single currency, a single form of payment, which is all under a European Union or a federal bank state. Asia is still fragmented, doing their currencies and doing their processes within their areas. But the demographics are changing. And as Mark spoke about just a moment ago before me, Web3 will change those aspects with decentralization, understanding data privacy, understanding how the identity is being managed. And I think that will bring a really different process going forward for payments. Alongside that, more and more people will start to make payments via crypto. I already have in my business 40 different crypto payment services, alternative payments that people are using to make payments for their goods and services online. And I think this will definitely change, but this will come with obviously some challenges. Challenges are generally all around regulatory demands, making sure that each country wants to comply to the growth of crypto within their particular country, and particularly around their region. I want to talk a little bit about my company. Many of you may not have heard it. It's Nuvei. We're publicly listed on 2 stock exchanges, on the Toronto Stock Exchange and NASDAQ, dual listed. We've been around for 20 plus years, headquartered out of Montreal. We are globally based, 1,600 odd people currently in the numbers that we have. But the key aspects of what we are trying to achieve is really service the online and offline markets of global merchants who want to integrate singularly to us, but have the ability to process all types of cards, credit cards, debit cards, alternative payments, and crypto payments, and accepting those crypto payments within their region in the currency that they want. So when I look at my business at a glance, you have to have the regulatory requirements, all the licenses in the countries that you do business, very important, otherwise you can't trade. Currently we have 200 plus markets. We are locally in 45 processing in these particular countries. But the fourth tab that I can show you right now, that number has grown, 570 plus alternative payments. What does that actually mean? It actually means that if you are a merchant wanting to offer your services to the end retail consumer, the consumer has not just Visa, Master types of credit card payments, but on my platform, they have the ability to accept 570 alternative payments. This would mean payments out of Brazil, which is local PIX, or payments out of Germany, which would be so forth, for example, or out of Australia, which is NPP, all local payments that are not credit cards. But built into the system is also the ability to pay by crypto, which allows the end user to pay in any currency, any method that's local in their format to understand to make for that particular payment. So this is quite significant when you're dealing with merchants that are wanting to trade globally through a singular integration. This is what Nuvei at a simple glance can do for you. I wanted to move on to another product that we have, and I'll talk a little bit about how that product expands out. The product's called Simplex. It's part of the Nuvei suite of products, but it's most relevant for this particular occasion to present. Simplex is in essence a service that actually has the ability to provide crypto on-ramp, off-ramp services. Today, we're licensed out to Lithuania for an EMI, electronic money institution license. We have underneath our platform currently 350 plus partners onto our systems and at least 2.5 million users enabled to actually pay by crypto, but also the ability to be issued credit cards off the back of those particular services that we've got. I think what's really important about this particular piece, you can see our partners that we have today, but it's also the currencies that you're getting in, which is over 100 plus, but also the ability to pay in 100 plus cryptocurrencies. So this allows you and the user to actually enable the payment either through cards, alternative payments, and or by cryptocurrencies in the system. And let me explain to you how we do this. So what are our customers love about us as we speak? So what we have is three real solutions as we speak right now. We have the turnkey, the coin onboarding, and then our Nuvei acquiring services. So the turnkey is essentially where we enable partners to come on board, the ability to quickly access payment services, cards, alternative payments, and crypto payments. Even if it's a new startup where their licensing requirements are still underway, they form up as a startup, the ability to turnkey with Nuvei enables them to start their business, start to accept payments, and process transactions. Within that, we also have the ability to provide these new partners the ability to take banking as a service. So if the new partner requires a form of banks and settlement banks, we have a variety of services where they can obtain bank accounts, handle 23 currencies in those particular ones, and actually take fiat to crypto, crypto to fiat settlements within the same infrastructure of our turnkey solution. Added to that, I mentioned earlier, we have 350 providers right now, partners within our system right now. And where we will have new coins onboarding, we still have this ability to really bring those coins across to our 350 partners and have them access in addition to acquiring service. So it's not just crypto handling, crypto payments, but also the ability to take cards and alternative payments globally as a service. And this is key. And we've seen huge growth of merchants wanting to work in that particular environment and really speed up their product payment offering to their users. So for me, yes, fiat currencies into crypto, the ability to sort of handle the regulation, which is what Nuvei brings. And I think, again, Mark mentioned it earlier on in terms of Web3. I think from my perspective, decentralization is a really key piece. From my perspective, data privacy is also a very important aspect of it, and on control over the actual digital identities. These three things are the things that I take away currently when I look at Web3, which allows us to enable to grow outside of the big fintech companies that control our ability to actually grow. So I think this is the key aspects that I would put when I think about Web3. This is it. This is Nuvei. What I'd like you to take away from this particular presentation is that there is a company out there that supports crypto, supports the payment capabilities, and supports the ability to really expand from a singular connection, singular integration globally. Anywhere you want to trade, we're able to support you. So please, thank you for having me on stage. Thank you.